back to Tyranny. Before I move on and go seek out this tribe of beastmen and find Cairn and put him out of his misery, I should do what I talked about before and see about creating and upgrading some spells. Because I got a bunch of new sigils, plus the lore of my characters has gone up quite a bit. It's funny because I think of Ebb as my primary spellcaster, and she is, while my main character Muriel is primarily an archer, but in a way Muriel is my more powerful spell. Well, sort of. I mean, Ebb has a higher wits, so she modifies her spells. They do more damage, they're stronger, but at the same time, because I have 11 higher lore, Muriel can cast spells that are stronger to begin with. Although the spells Ebb casts might be stronger because of the modifiers, I don't know, it sort of balances it out. But anyway, enough about that. Oh wow, Kills and Shadows all the way up to 48. I can do a much stronger version of Titan's Touch or a more powerful spell. Cool. Let's see what we got. We got this new one, Sigil of Frost. We got a Sigil of Lightning. Let's see what we got with Sigil of Frost. I got a new expression. Circular area. Okay, so this will be a wow, plus 90 lore. I can't do any spells with that. I'm gonna need to get both Muriel and Ebb higher up in lore to be able to cast these. Wow, that's... Damn, you need to be a damn powerful spellcaster. Okay, so we got Frozen Grasp, 2 meter range, so basically a melee spell. So basically, yeah, it's simple. You touch them, they take frost damage, and it leaves them frozen for 12.7 seconds, okay. That's a pretty long time. What does frozen mean? Are they completely disabled? Oh, just it's a movement speed reduced, action speed reduced, so it's a slow. Okay, I didn't think, man, if this would leave you like completely stunned for 12.7 seconds, this would be an insanely powerful spell. We have Rhyme Spike, 8 meter range. Oh, it comes up from under them. Still leaves them frozen, much shorter, but it's a ranged spell, okay. We have the Cone, Icicle Storm, does damage, doesn't leave them frozen. Good armor penetration though. Permafrost. Okay, so that's just a protection spell. And I can't cast this, but out of curiosity, Arctic Crown. Freeze the ground in an area. Enemies in the area periodically receive a stacking penalty to recovery and might slip and fall prone. How big is the AoE? 5 meters. No. That's, I mean, prone for 1.1 seconds, plus 10% recovery. Lasts for 12 seconds, pulse rate every 6 seconds, so it's only going to pulse twice. To be honest, for a spell that requires that much lore, that's not that impressive. Alright, let's see what we got. Lightning. Oh, Sigil of Chaos. This has plus 100 lore. Wow. Great spells that affect random targets within a circular area. Oh, so this would be for like a chain lightning type spell, since this is the lightning cord, and probably that's exactly what it creates, is a chain lightning. Thunderstorm. Conjures well, okay, not exactly chain lightning, but yeah, same idea basically. conjures a violent storm cloud that rains thunderbolts upon the enemies in the air. Actually, it's more like a call lightning spell than chain lightning. Damage 18 to 624 shock. Radius 1 meter. Oh, that's the radius of the shock. The radius of the spell is 6 meters. 10 projectiles. Now see, this seems like a way more powerful spell. Well, it is 10 lore higher than the other 90 lore one that possibly could knock targets prone. I mean, prone is powerful, but it's only prone for a second. Let's see. Grounding core. Weave to target an electrical energy. Enemies that strike the ally are zapped for shock damage. That is, how long does this last? 45 seconds, not bad. 4 meter range. That's a useful one. I might get that. That'd be a useful one to put on either Kills in Shadow or Verse as a buffing spell. Lasts long enough, it should last the whole battle. And whoever attacks them, I mean, it's not massive damage, but it's still damage. And I could probably, it's lore 60 to begin with, so I probably can't buff it too much. Well, for Ebb to use anyway. For Muriel to use, I can probably buff it a little bit. Intensity Sigil, I have up to Strength 4. I don't have Strength 3. I skipped Strength 3, huh? Or does it automatically go from, maybe, does it go exponentially? It might go exponentially. 1, 2, 4, probably 8 would be next if there is such a sigil. Duration, that's a useful, wow, up to 6. Oh, this one's straight to 2, so maybe it isn't. Maybe I just skipped one. I didn't get the Timeless Form 1. Okay, so maybe there is a Intensity 3. It's not bad. I don't know if it's that. I mean, that's useful, but I think 45 seconds is long enough for most battles anyway. Maybe if I was on a higher difficulty and battles lasted much longer. Precise action. It's cast on friendly targets, so I don't think that's that necessary. Recovery, always nice for... down to 52 seconds, not a big deal. I think the intensity is the way to go. So we got what? 7 to 10, 7 to 12, 9 to 14. I wouldn't even be able to do this. This brings it up to 90. I can't do this either, so I can only do the Sigil of Strength 1. And then only Muriel will be able to cast it. So what do I get rid of? I use Haste a lot. Restoring Touch is useful. Wave of Despair, I kind of just been casted to try to level up this skill. Spectral Blur I cast all the time. False Spit's still useful. Titan's Touch is useful. Maybe I'll get rid of Wave of Despair. I think this will be more useful, since I'm mostly there for buffing anyway. Although Wave of Despair is a debuff, so that's kind of another... Alright, so that's cool. I think that'll be very useful to cast on one of my allies. Alright, let's see what else we got. Fulmination. 120 degree cone. Release several waves of electrical energy, charging enemies with shock vulnerability. Following the final wave, unleash all contained energy upon foes in a violent surge of power. So the first wave is 10 to 16, then 3 to 7, and then what? How much does the final thing do? Doesn't really say. Plus 50% shock damage taken for 4 seconds. So it'd be nice to follow up with this, like it's Electric Jolt after casting this. I could probably buff this quite a bit with, well, I'm probably going to have Ed cast it. She's my offensive caster. Oh, there's this one. Enhancement Sigil. This adds bleeding. Okay. That's cool. intensity. That's quite a bit already right there. This would bring it up to 70. It's a good bit of damage, plus 70% shock damage too, which would make her electric jolt afterwards that much more powerful. I'll probably upgrade this too. Duration sigil, what would this do? We'll just make the, it makes the debuff last that much longer. Okay. Yeah, that might be useful. I'm not sure, would she have enough? Yeah, she probably, I think 4 seconds I would probably be able to cast the electric jolt right afterwards and still get within that. Well, this would be useful. Let's see. Accuracy, always nice. Recovery, how long is the cooldown? It's 38 seconds. Well, the max one, I could get this, I could probably cast it twice in one battle. Okay. It's not bad. What else we have? Range, what's the range now? Radius 6 meters. So I'm assuming that's how far out it extends. So she needs to be pretty close. I kind of would like to raise the range a bit. So if I do this, that'll bring it up to 60, and that'll bring it up 8.4, which would be much better. And then how much is the intensity sigil, the first one? That's 20. That'll be too much. What if I just do the first range sigil? That'll be plus 10. That'll raise it up to 7.2. That's a little better. Okay, and then we do the sigil of strength 1. That brings this up to 70. That's pretty nice. 63%. A little more shock damage. Yeah, I like that. Now let's see if we can buff up this electric jolt since she has much. Yeah, this is right now it's at lower 30. I can make this much stronger. 8 meter range. Let's see. Right now it does 12 to 21. I can get up to 19 to 33. That would be too high a lower though. This I can get it up to. It's pretty strong. Can either increase the range or how much do I have? 10 points to work with. So I can increase the range to 10. That's pretty cool. Although if I cast in this right after the other spell, then I'm already going to be within range of the 8 meters anyway. How about accuracy? Too much. Dang. Okay. Well, I guess I might increase the range because I might cast it on its own anyway. Duration, what does that increase? Oh, stun. That's pretty useful, but it's too much lore. Alright, so let's just increase the range to 10 meters. Update. Cool. Let's try out. Sorry. Changed fist, that's another spell that you need to be right up close. Okay, let's try that different core. I could beef up her fireball and see what other things I can do with fire. We've seen Searing Palm. There's the fireball. Definitely make that a lot stronger. It's a pretty weak fireball right now. Flash fire. It's the cone spell. Long barrier, which I had before on Muriel. This is going to be too strong, but let's see what it is. Arid lands. Channel energy to form a sweltering zone of sultry heat in an area. As long as enemies remain in the field, they are continually fatigued. Also 20 seconds, okay. And this one. Scorching missiles. Conjure fiery meteors rain from above and scatter across the battlefield. Those struck receive fire or crush damage, whichever is most effective. Pretty cool. It's the AoE 6 meters. So this is Meteor Swarm. Again, though, much too high in lore. I think I'm just going to upgrade her Fireball for now. So we have the range sigil, which is good. Intensity. I could do this, which makes it much stronger. What else can I do before I... Well, let me just add this for now. I can always take it out. There's the accuracy. But that's not target... Well... Recovery to make it cool down faster. This does... That's bleeding. Accuracy. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with this. Strong fireball. You cannot view or modify Phantom Bolt until you learn the Sigil of Terrors. Gotcha. Get her a stronger Titan's Touch. The Sigil of Strength 3? No, that would be too strong. Sigil of Strength. Yeah, I can do 2. I can't do the 4. It's too much. This will make it stronger. Alright. Did that. I should probably do this for Muriel too. I could probably do the all out one. Yep. No, 85. I'm 1 away. Alright, but I can do Sigil of Strength too though. And I could bring the cooldown a little further down. I can. No, that's too much. It's only 18 seconds. Cool. Seems pretty good. Let's see. Let's update the False Pit. Not pretty good range. I increase the intensity. More damage. That's too high. Not bleeding, right? Yeah. That's too high. I'll just add some accuracy. Always nice. Let's see, update the Spectral Blur. Let's make it stronger. Paste a little bit strong. Oh, I can't do an intensity sigil. Duration? Too high. Damn. For now, I could just increase the range, I suppose. Healing. Increase this further? No, too high. Unless I remove this, make it. I remove this all the way. It's only 2 meter range. I have to pretty much touch them, but then I could do the maximum strength sigil. I don't think it's worth it. I like having more range on it. I could remove the duration, but that's still not going to allow me to raise that up any higher. So I think that's pretty good as it is. Let's see. Our False Pit. Make this a little bit stronger, I think. Nope. Make it more accurate. And yes. Spectral Blur. I can definitely make this stronger. I think. Yep. Right. This Titan's Touch. Let's do Sigil of Strength. Do that. Don't need range. Usually cast it on herself. So I have a spell slot open. What would I like to add for her? It's got Electric Jolt, got the Phantom Bolt, Fireball, Titan's Touch, Unravel Minds. Upgrade this. can't. Not too high. What's the range on it right now? 5.4. I wouldn't mind making this a little bit longer. There we go. And too high. But accuracy. Not too high. Okay, I think that's going to be a duration. I might as well. So who do I want to give her? I mean, I suppose it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to give her a heal. Namely, Muriel's my healer, but it's never a bad thing to have a second healer in the party. Maybe I'll give her the healing wisps, since I do the direct heal. And let's see. Okay. So the range right now on it is 8 meters right now, which is pretty good. I wouldn't mind increasing that a little bit more. Make it 10 meters good. So if the Kills in Shadow or Verse are far away, you should still be able to get this effect. Intensity Sigil would always be nice. Accuracy, I don't care. If I increase this all the way, this would be useful, but can't too high. Well, actually, yeah, she might be able to cast it twice per battle this way. But that's only if she casts it at the very beginning. I probably wouldn't be casting heal right at the beginning of battle. Might be a little... Well, actually, since this is like a regenerating... how long does this last? Oh, no, this is a one-time thing. This isn't like a regeneration. Okay. What? Let's do it. Alright, cool. I've spent enough time on this. Oh, let's go forth. Definitely need to increase my lore some more. There's Halfgate.
So this is what Kairos' edict looks like. Remind me not to look down.
Humans slaughter own kith and die so easily. Cannot share territory without hunting other paths.
They won't see me coming.
Edict the Stone. So we're all affected by it. Minus 15 to all magic skills, plus 20% prone duration, plus 30 control stone. But I don't have any control spell. I don't have the Sigil of Terratus to use control stone spells, but maybe I'll get it here. Tangled Limb. Imagine he's my contact here. Scarlet Chorus, ready your blades. Today we bathe in blood and victory. The disfavored lurk and creep in the shadows of tall rocks. They think we don't see them, but we're going to grind them to dust. We'll cleanse the disfavored from these lands, our lands. We'll burn them with scarlet blood before the morrow. Fatebinder, welcome to Halfgate. Can't stay to speak. There's war to be waged. Unless, of course, you're interested in joining us. I am actually. Obviously, we're at war with the disfavored. I think purging them from the lands is the solution I need to go with. One, I have no love for the disfavored. Two, I'm very much interested in putting an end to this civil war as quickly as possible. While it might be possible through diplomatic means, I think I'm already too far along for that. Two, diplomatic means would take much longer. Three, I disfavored from the picture anyway, because my ultimate goal is to grab power for myself, and that's one less faction for me to deal with. A faction that I'm probably never going to be able to be allied with, so it would be just smart for me to remove them from the picture. Maybe I could even, at some point, remove Graven Ash from the picture. That would be great, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Well, I am now. Do continue. We're headed to Jagged Maw to crack a few skulls. Luckily for us, a group of disfavored have holed up in the shrine. It's past due we properly welcomed them into a quick death. He scratches a pustule on the lobe of one ear. To be honest, I'm just excited to rip a few throats out. That does sound like fun. I don't suppose you need a few extra bodies to join the mayhem. The more the merrier, my dearest Fury, he grins, wild and unabashed. So then, can I assume the Fatebinder will be aiding us? First tell me about this place, this shrine. Jagged Maw Shrine is sacred land to the local beast tribe due to the site's particular crystal formations. I, however, have my eyes on a more alluring trophy, one forged of flesh and blood and the screams of my enemy. You'll need me to avoid unnecessary casualties. I might as well join or cause more casualties. Good on you, Fatebinder. Good on you. Well, as much as I enjoy conversing with you, I have to set off. My war party's getting antsy. I'll be looking forward to spilling blood with you soon, Fatebinder. As am I. Is that a merchant? Somebody, it's a named person anyway. I did increase my loyalty with Verse. Was it enough? I didn't see anything flash up. I don't think it was quite enough to get that skill with her, but we'll see. Oh, I did. Nice. Death from above. Again, I wish... it's another ability that's kind of counterintuitive to how we work. Her first combo with me has her throwing the enemy to the ground, and then I run up and pound them. Well, I'm an archer, I'd like to stay at range, and this one has me throwing the enemy into the air and her acting as the archer. I wish it was the other way above, or the other way around, and I was the one that was launching, or she was the one launching me into the air. What was the fear one? See, this would be a much more useful combo ability for me to have, but I've been mostly loyal to Verse. I guess I should have thought ahead of that, but then again, I'm not really power gaming this anyway, so whatever. I'll take the less useful ability and stay loyal to Verse, just because that's the way. I'm more into role-playing my character than strictly going for, well, this is a more useful ability for me, so I'll change the way my character would act just to get this ability, so, I got both abilities. I mean, it's possible I could get both from, I could raise enough unit. Man, Ed was freaking frightened of me. Speaking of which, that might raise her loyalty enough to talk about Barrack and her.
At your service, Fatebinder. What do you need?
I'd like to discuss your apparent connection with Barrack.
You've just got to know, don't you? I suppose there's no point in hiding it. Barrack and I are siblings. We share a father, if little else. I try not to think too much about some northern merchant dropping anchor in my mother's port, but it happened, and the fortunate result stands proudly before you.
How did you two become aware of this?
There were a lot of lazy days during the conquest, and among other things, I spent my off hours using messenger birds as target practice. You should have seen Ash's anger when he heard that was going on.
Oh, Verse.
One day, I snagged a bird that flew from the hands of a proud northern daddy. The missive was about the goings-on at the family farm. I recognized the name and handwriting from a note in my mother's belongings. There weren't too many people named Barrack in the army, so tracking him down was no challenge. I cornered him in camp, and we shared a few heated words. Some blackmail, even.
They even like each other.
I've tried to get along with that ironclad knot of repression, but it would seem he's having none of it. Good riddance, then. The war's tossed us together, but nothing says we have to keep that going. The most we do for each other is try not to get the other one killed, which is more than you can say for most disfavored in Scarlet Chorus.
Fair enough. Have you noticed any significant impact bursts?
I've asked myself about that several times, but unfortunately I don't have what you'd call a definitive answer. The Northerners put a lot of meaning behind family and blood. Seems arbitrary to me, but I don't want to discredit it entirely. There have been times when I acted strangely on the battlefield and could find no reason why, or gotten distracted and had thoughts I couldn't explain. I suppose there's no telling for sure, but if I had to guess... yeah. Sometimes I get messed up in my head, and learning I had a brother has helped me understand that better.
Well, as long as it doesn't get you messed up on the battlefield too much, try to keep control of your emotions and stick to the killing.
Whatever you say. If it makes Barrack uncomfortable, I'm game for anything.
I will speak about this sometime when we're at the tower.
What do you need?
That's enough now. Alright, are you a merchant, good Sir Alaros? Watch your step, Fatebinder. The stone sea is a rather steep drop from Halfgate's edge. Wouldn't want you to slip off now. Don't worry about me. What can a poor trader do for you? Well, you can sell me some stuff if you got anything I want. Now, let's have a quick conversation first. This place sure has been wrecked. And by a Fatebinder like you, no less. Not me, though. No offense to you, of course. You're good justice. But if I ever get my sights on who did this, I'll give him a right piece of my mind. The city lost everything to the edict. Her homes, her people, even her name. Can't imagine what it's like to watch it quake and burn. Now that the city's death slide has settled, we only have to deal with the occasional rumbling. The tremors that come and go like sweeping summer storms. Most blame the disfavor. The Earthshakers are no help at all. The Scarlet Chorus at least want to solve the problem. See, we're problem solvers. Halfgate's folks sympathize with the Scarlet Chorus, is that so? Well, we don't like them, but we don't hate them neither. They've got a plan to stop the earth trembling, so they say, kill Cairn, kill the Quakes. Once the land's at rest, we can rebuild and farm again. That's exactly what I'm here to do. I'm a problem solver. I hear the folks at Halfgate feel disfavored and causing problems. Have you come to help then? Those meddling Earthshakers are protecting Cairn. But for the life of me, I couldn't tell you why. Maybe they like the trembling he causes every time he rattles and moans. But how are we to rebuild as long as Daracon lives? Hey, like I said, I'm a problem solver. I come here to kill those Earthshakers, kill Cairn. We'll see about the Beastmen. If, I can get them to back down with words, I will. If not, I'll spill their blood across the land and problem solved. That's what I do. I solve problems. I'm afraid not. I'm plumbing out of, well, everything. A bit of gabbing's all I got to trade at the moment, if you're in the market. Oh well. Alright. Janny the Reaver. Alright, let's see what you got. Fatebinder, welcome to Halfgate. Okay. Name character, but not gonna tell me anything useful right now. Fair enough.
Beast woman is fast silent. Best hunter.
Okay. Well, you know what? Seeing as the bird has been recording for over half an hour, and I have no idea how long it's going to take me to do what I need to do in Halfgate. Now, two or three episodes worth. I'm going to leave off here. Apologies for taking 20 minutes or whatever to do the spells at the beginning. Maybe that's something I should do when I'm not recording. On the other hand, maybe you find hearing my thought process on why I choose the spells and how interesting, maybe not. You can always fast forward through it if you find it boring. So, there's that. So we'll pick up here next time and we'll go and get our hands dirty.